Well, hey guys, welcome back. So I'm just out investigating the cornfield, trying to see kind of what's going on. We haven't been able to really stay on top of the weed control like we desire. We've had some really weird freaking weather patterns come through. And I don't mean like, outer space weird, but it's been freaking damp every freaking day, and it's tried to rain or sprinkle, so I don't want to come out and compact it. And the corn wasn't up, consistently. We've had little spikes here, little spikes there. Remember when I was tine weeding this, the initial pass, there was a few little spikes coming through. So I didn't want to come out and disturb it afterwards. But let me show you what's going on. Can't really see much. I mean, you can see, obviously there's a starting of a row, but they're not consistent. And that's what we're out here trying to investigate. See what kind of stand we actually have and what the heck is really going on. I'm seeing an awful lot of button weeds and velvet leaves coming up. So that's concerning. Not major. Flame weeder will kill those pretty quickly and efficiently. But what's going on? Do we have a good stand? Do we not? What's going on? Why do we have gaps in here? Why are these all, not coming up at the same time? It's kind of the concern. What have we got going on right here? We've got basically 2 plants missing. Nothing. Go a little deeper. Move it around a little bit. Oh, what's that? Is that him? No, that can't be him. That's alfalfa. Yeah, could have been him. Let's go a little deeper, see if that one is. No, that's an alfalfa. Because it's clear over there. Okay, so I don't know where that seed went, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. I was looking at the field down at the house, and it is very much the same way. I mean, we're out digging for plants, and it's very irregular stand. The plants have got just spiking to, like that. That field, I'm pretty sure we're going to pull the trigger and replant. I don't know. This one's not quite as bad, I don't think. They're a little more even on the emergence. I don't see any massive gaps. I see in the rows that I can see, I see, several plants coming up in each spot, not like big gaps. Now down at the house, behind the big machine shed, there's several rows, but there's big gaps in the rows and several rows that are just missing. And I'm not so sure this one is the same. I don't know. Let's keep walking around here. We'll keep looking. Well, the river bottom on this side really doesn't look bad either. So, I mean, other than the weeds, yeah, god dang, look at all them frickin' things. That's terrible. I don't think I want to mess with this one either. So the one we just came from, I kind of decided we'll leave that one alone. This one really looks pretty decent. They're all about the same, growth stage. So this one's probably not going to get replanted, I don't think. All right, well, let's go look at the next field. See, I mean, when you guys are out looking at your rows, you look at them like that to see kind of where they're at, I suppose. But then you want to look at them straight down. See, you've got one there, one there, one there, one there. So we've got a gap. And should be one there, and there's not. There's one. Nothing. There's a gap. So that's kind of what you want to look for. You can see your rows really easy looking down them, but you want to look at them across to see, where the ones are. See, you've got a bunch of them right there. That looks good. But then this row, you've got one there and one there, and then there's one there by that dirt clod. I guess I got my finger in the wrong spot. One there. So there should be one there. Should be one there. It's missing. Should be one there. So it's definitely not a perfect stand, and they could be just underneath. Yeah, okay, now that I get closer, that one there is a corn. That one's a corn. That's, that's all weeds in between. Should be another one right here. I don't see that one. Oh, there he is. So I don't know why he's taking so long, or what he's doing, but that's not good. Lift him up, give him some sunlight. And there's one, missing one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. I mean, these look heck of a lot better than the field at my house. All right, now I'm gonna go check the other side of the river and then to the bean field. Okay, here's the other side. This one's not near as good. So you can kind of see we've got a lot of corn over there that I mean, it's green. We can see it real easily. But then we get into this right here, and it's like, what's going on? So, yeah, what's going on? Let's get down here and have a closer look. You guys see the corn? I'm sure some of you do. So, here's a corn. There's a corn. There's a corn. There's a corn. Where's my finger? There's a corn. There's a corn. There's a corn. It's short. The next row over, corn, nothing. Why? I don't know. We got one clear down here over here, nothing. Couple, 3 or 4 there, then the row starts up again. And yeah, that's kind of what we're investigating. So we got one over here, and then nothing, and then nothing. There's a couple, there's a couple. So we've got an issue. This is more similar to what I was investigating on the home bottom. So there's a corn. That's a weed. That's a weed. Okay, that looks like that might be a corn. Yeah, there's nothing there. Was that something? That might have been the corn right there. I don't know, it doesn't look right. That might be him. But yeah, why? Why are they so irregular like that? There's a corn, and there's some there. So they're all spread out on emergence. And there I can kind of see the row now as we're looking down it. But that's not good. And it's like that all the way down. And then it's continued all the way over to, I think this might be a sand pocket right here. Because about over there where she changed color, that's kind of where the sand pocket ends. So, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to redo this bottom. Right here where I'm standing, we've got a big pocket of nothing. As it goes down to, like there we've got a corn. Nothing through here. I don't even see any shoots. Yeah, and there's nothing there. So this is not a very big bottom, but still, this is a significant portion of it. As that goes clear over to there. Let's see, clear out to there-ish somewhere. And then behind me, basically clear back, kind of goes out like that up to that tree. Now that hillside is soybeans, so we're going to go investigate that next. Oh, there we go. I say I wasn't seeing any soybeans back here, and then there they popped up. So, what are we doing with the soybeans? Up on the hilltop, I've kind of decided just to rotary hoe them. But now that I'm down here on the hillside, maybe something else, because there's spots like this where there's no soybeans. What's going on? It's got me a little concerned. So like these here, I'm pretty certain just need a good hoeing. Bust open that surface, because this has got a hard crust on it, and I don't know why it's got a hard crust, but there's a hard crust. See, those soybeans are under there, and they're trying to come up. Right there. Right there. So the rotary hoe would just break open that crust, flip it out of the way, And then the beans will just jump right up through. What's going on there? No soybeans again? So what happened? Did they all get put back here? Maybe, I don't know. Well, as you can kind of see right through there, that crack, that's where the soybeans are coming up. Soybeans, when they're planted in 30-inch rows, have a lot of lifting power because they're all right beside each other, all trying to come up. So they can usually break through a little bit of a crust. But to make it easier on them, when you get a thick crust, you know, like this is, goodness, I don't know why this is so freaking packed. We tine weeded it right before that rain. Did the rain just pack it in that much? I don't know. But see, those soybeans are okay. Now, why we've got big pockets of no soybeans? Are they all just underneath the surface trying to come up or what? I don't know. But I can't even find a row over here to see where they're at. Let's go over from this one. I see that pocket of beans. Should be like right here, and there I don't see anything. Okay, so I did finally hit some soybeans. There they are. They're rotting. So, they're sitting there doing nothing. And they were down there, let me tell you. Okay, so we've got pockets of beans that are under the surface and that are down there rotting, not doing anything. So there's, in the question, the problem. How much do we decide is enough to need a replant? I don't know. Somebody can surely answer down in the comments. Good time to go down in the comments, guys, and tell me what you think. How do you decide when to come in and replant versus, I mean, do you step off 17.5 feet and count how many plants you got, or is it coming, because that's, you've got parts of your field that's, you know, not good. You've got other parts of your field that are good. Where do you decide you draw the line? That's my question. Hit me up, let me know. Well, we decided to try the rotary hoe on the corn. I went ahead and ran the bean ground already, so it's broke open, and I think it'll help the beans. Anyway, on the corn down here, you guys can maybe see the difference. So right there, this is done, this is not. There's just a little half moon shape there that's not done. I don't really, I mean, it's gonna get those little weeds, but it's not getting those. Those are still very much attached. So did I just waste a bunch of time? I don't know, maybe, probably. I think I need to go hook on to the flame weeder and just run the piss out of that. Just burn all these little button weeds and velvet leaves, because they're still hooked in there. They're not dead. They're not pulled out. I thought maybe it would do a little better job than that, but I don't think it is going to do what we want. Now over here, it looks like it did okay. I don't know. I mean, I can see we got little white hairs there. Those guys are pulled out. So maybe it did do some good. But also, what we got going on right here, it's trying to bury the corn too. So where's that corn at? Maybe there isn't any corn there. Oh, there's a sprout. See, we still got corn that's not even, yeah, that one was buried. It's not up, that one was buried. So where it's doing a better job of knocking the weeds out, it's also burying the corn. So that's not good. I was kind of wondering about that. Yeah, that's all buried right there. Anyway. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and do that last pass, and then we'll go put this thing away, because it ain't really doing what I want it to. I mean, it's working some, but it's not, I don't know. I'll go put it away, get the flame weeder hooked up. Well, so what we decided to do, got the flamer hooked up, but we decided not to replant because we gave it a few more days. The last time you guys saw that rotary hoe one was on a Friday, so we waited all weekend, getting the flame weeder hooked up and getting set up with that and burning that bottom that we just rotary hoed. That bottom is looking a lot better. The beans have definitely turned around since we rotary hoed, and they're all up. But the main thing, guys, is the temperature. We planted that corn well over 2 weeks ago, and it sat there in cold dirt with that rain that came on. That, you know, we weren't planning on that cold rain, and soil temps being a little low and the air temps not really getting over 60. That corn just sat there. It didn't want to move. So giving it a few more days, we had some 80-degree days, some 85-degree days. Even the corn here at the house is now up, and it's looking a lot better. We do have some spots, obviously you saw where we got some rotten corn, got some rotten beans, but everything's definitely looking a lot better. So we decided not to replant. So thought I'd give you guys a little midweek update on Monday. And stay tuned this weekend as we get the last of the 2025's organic corn planted. And if we have time, we'll squeeze in some flame weeding because we just burn a whole bunch of corn. Stay tuned, guys. Till then, catch you later.